Hey everyone, thank you for watching Infinite Realms. Today we're going to review Longshot from the Retro Wave. Now, I say we because, well, me and my wife were talking and somebody had said something about doing an objective review. And I said to her, well, that's impossible because you can't do an objective review because reviews are subjective. I've said that a lot. She said, well, let me try to do one. I said, what do you mean? She said, let me just put a figure out. Let me come in to the studio and just look at it and talk about it and just, be as objective as I can without knowing anything about the character or anything about the, anything. And I thought, Longshot's perfect for this. So here we go. Give my wife a round of applause. She's going to do her review of Longshot first.
Hello everyone, this is Stacey and I'm going to be doing my objective toy review. I do not know who this action figure is. I do not know where he's come from. I don't know anything about it. But what I am going to do is review it as an action figure. I'll tell you what I like, what I don't like, what I maybe don't understand. So here we've got our guy. That I don't know who he is. He has 2 extra hands here, with 4 fingers. Okay, he has 4 fingers. Do these hands? Yes, this guy only has 4 fingers on each hand. So that's interesting. He comes with this little knife here and his pocketbook. I'm just kidding. I know it's not a pocketbook. So this, what, satchel bag? Anyway, so he has Sharpie things in between his fingers here to cut somebody up. I don't know. What's going on with the eye here? Looks like, wow, I don't know what that eye does, but that's pretty cool. Oh, his knife goes in here. Let's see if we can put that in there. Yes. Yes, we can. It's a little snug, but we got it in there. Okay. So he pretty sturdy. Doesn't seem very flexible or bendable. Okay, there we go with the knees. We can move the knees. That seems pretty good. A little bit of movement on the foot there. Not too much with the waist, but that's okay because I really feel like a guy like this doesn't need to be too loosey-goosey. He's got a long mullet going on here. Does that not go in any further? Maybe I put it in backwards. I put it in backwards. Of course I put it in backwards. But it's still... Oh, there we go. All his ammo. His little tool belt with who knows what all can go in there. I'm not going to take off the hands because I don't want to break anything. My kids tell me I break everything I touch, and they're right. I do. So I don't want to break anything. And I feel like this is something that I could break. It's not fragile by any means. It's just I break things. So let's get some arm movement, see how well this thing moves. I have the power. No, you're not He-Man. I know you're not He-Man. Kind of reminds me of David Bowie. Wow, okay. Try to get him to stand back up. So he's got some good movement. Yeah, but I don't know who he is. I don't even think I could guess who he is or anything like that. But the face, it's a good looking face for, I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but it's not scary. It's not offensive. so I think that's okay. I really like the outfit he's wearing, the all black, the black boots. He stands very well on his own. I like the, all the leather accessory pieces, whatever they're called. Being in brown is a nice contrast. So yeah, I think he looks like a pretty decent looking feller, whoever he is. I'd pick this guy up.
And that was my wife, Stacey. I want to thank her very much for contributing to this review. It was fun. She did wonderful, I thought. Give her some encouragement down in the comment section. And if you like any of the content I do here, go ahead and like and subscribe. It doesn't take much. All right, now on to my review of Longshot. Here he is on the spinner, of course. Take a good look at him, and then we'll take a look at him back on the floor. Or table, sorry. Okay, so here we are with Longshot. Another suggestion my wife made was to try to put something in the background, and she thought this would be perfect. I'm going to give it a try. I took it down. I did do some dusting on it because it's set up before my collection video a few weeks ago. That sat up on top of my bookshelf for almost 5-6 years, and it's pretty old. I mean, it's a set, actually. There's a... to tell you how antiquated it is, there is a video store with it on the second section. So, I mean, that tells you something right there. So, but I thought I'd give it a try, just see, this is a pretty decent replica of my comic book shop from back in the day. And it's what I use for backgrounds on my webcomic that I had for a long time. And I've thought about bringing that back, but I don't know. And, of course, also, what I did for when I did reviews back in the days when we used to type these things out so you didn't have to think about what you had to say, because if you paused, nobody knew. Alright, enough of that. This is Longshot, obviously. So, as I said, my wife had no knowledge of who this was going in, so I just kind of let her do her own thing, and now I'm here to do my thing, and I'm going to do a couple of different things on this one. We'll see how it works out. Now for accessories, Longshot has, of course, his trusty knife. He also comes with his handy satchel, which I believe is reused from Hobgoblin, if I'm not mistaken. He has a grippy hand, and he has a hand holding 3 blades, which, if you notice on his belt, is missing 3 blades. Good continuity. And he also comes with an open hand and a fist. Open hand, I guess, is so that it shows he threw his knives. I don't know. And of course, this Longshot has his eye painted, indicating he's used his luck power. Now, I would have liked a swappable head or something to have just an ordinary Longshot, but I get why they did this. You needed to differentiate from the 3-pack version, but, still, would have been nice. Now, Longshot has pretty standard articulation. Head can turn around. He's got double jointed elbows. All the hands have up and down pivots. His torso articulation is a little hindered by all the stuff that's on him, but it's not majorly. And of course he has hip articulation, thigh cut, double jointed knees, rocker for the ankles, and pivot for the ankles. Now, one thing I did not realize, it's been a very long time since we've had a Longshot figure. In fact, this is, I looked, I think this might be the first one we've had since the original run by Toy Biz, which is kind of cool and kind of sad at the same time. He was a major character in the X-Men for a time, and, you think he would have been featured a little more prominently. Granted, he's not an A-list character, but he's not exactly D-list either. Now, I freely admit, I'm a little more accustomed to the white uniform. That's what I remember Longshot wearing the most. That's what I was introduced to him in. And with Hasbro 11 repaints, and it's already being a repaint. I can see that happening down the road. I don't know if I'll pick it up, though. I mean, how many long shots do you need in your collection, right? I think this one suffices. So overall, gotta say I do like Mr. Magic Mullet. Is he the best ever? No. And I could see a lot of tweaks to make him a better figure, but, you know, at the same time, we know that Hasbro's gonna tweak it again and bring it out again. That's what they do. At the same time, thankfully, they went pinless with this. I was so surprised. And it actually looks really good. You know, Longshot was one of those characters I really liked back in the day. Not a lot of people did, though. And I recognize that. But I'll give Longshot 4.5 stars. He's a pretty good representation. He's got the colors down. Even if, you know, it's not my favorite colors that he ever wore. And he's just a decent looking figure. Alright. That's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.